Greetings, Mythics. We are live. We're back. We're Cursebreaker. We're Edra Tales. We're Grocklesnook. We're me, Ken Boyter. How are you all? Yes, it is Wednesday. It is 6:30-ish UK time. Thank you for joining me once again. We are, as I say, playing Cursebreaker. It is a game book, which means it's part book, part game. It's a book game. I don't know why they didn't call them that. It's a game book. Yes, it's an adventure story where you, that's right, you choose how the story unfolds. Let me know if the music's a bit loud, but, you know, we're in a tavern. We're doing a bit of Skyrim. Shh, not Skyrim, not allowed to Skyrim. I might turn it down a little bit. Let's just see. There we go. There we go. So, yes, how is everybody? Hopefully people will join us, because this won't work unless there's at least one person viewing. There we are. Speak of the devil, it's Jam himself. How are you, sir? Are you good? You get a freebie. And Lee Rin as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, happy leap year, 29th of February. Is it a leap year this year? Is it a leap year all around the world? Or do some countries do a leap year and some countries don't do a leap year? Hello, Martha. You're here too, thank you. Yes, the thing with Twitch is that I don't know who's viewing unless they comment. So I've got a number of viewers. They do tell me how many people views, but they don't tell me who it is unless you comment. So if you want to comment, the other thing with Twitch is you do have to follow the channel that you want to comment on. So if you've not already followed and you do want to comment and you want to join in, please just click the follow button. It's that simple. Not too bad, Captain and you. I'm already on the illustration page, ready for the puzzle. Fantastic, yes. That's right. So yeah, as we've said, we're playing Cursebreaker. This is part 6. Part 6. And it's enough to make your voice go high. Woof, woof. And in these particular books, these are by Usborne. I want to say Osborne, but it's Usborne. This one's by Simon Tudhope, illustrated by Tom Knight. Simon Tudhope, illustrated by Tom Knight. And they're very enjoyable. We've enjoyed it so far. With these particular ones, they actually do have picture puzzles. So there's an example of a picture puzzle. And there'll be certain things you have to look at and look for in order to get the next entry number. And what I've done is, so you guys can actually look at them rather than me going, I think I can find it. If you go to the Edra Tales Facebook group, I have created in the media section, so go to the media tab, an album, should be called Cursebreaker, and I've numbered them by the entries. So, if we, let me get my magic bit of pencil, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. My magic bit of paper, we are on entry 378, so if there should be a picture of that number, yeah, there we go, 378. And it looks like that. It looks quite horrific. Looks quite horrific. So that is where the puzzle will be. We have 3 illustration pages left, if I've counted correctly. Oh, fantastic, Martha. Well done. Yeah, that's an interesting point, actually. Has Simon written it so that you have to look at all the puzzles in order to actually win and defeat the evil queen? So maybe you can do it without looking at all the pictures, but the path we've taken seems to have got us to all those pictures. Got a new idea today? Like, I don't have too many unfinished projects already. Yeah, Martha, you and me both, as we've talked about this a lot. Write it down, at least write it down, because then it's out of your system and you haven't forgotten it. And then when you feel like, yeah, I've finished a project, what project do I want to work on next? Then you can start that. That's how I'm doing it. Obviously, do what you want. You can start the project if you want, but I find it quite frustrating to have so many unfinished projects. I'm pretty sure you're the same. The shot was positively Cthulhian. Exactly, it was, wasn't it? Look, if that's not enough to make you go mad, I don't know what is. I've written it down, but the ideas are still coming. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel. I know exactly how you feel. What is everybody drinking tonight? I am doing honeyed tea. It's a little bit chilly here in the UK, so anything to warm myself up. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. In fact, that's perfect. That is just the right consistency that I like it. Just the right amount of milk, right amount of tea strength, balanced beautifully by the right amount of honey, and the right amount of hotness. I'm a tea connoisseur. There is no spider in that jam. I'm not buying your tomfoolery. Martha's put cola and a good book about pistol and revolvers. Oh, fantastic. Yeah, so I do like a good bit of research. I do like to do research. I love doing research using actual books rather than the internet. Sometimes you can't always get the books you want in terms of like when you want them, like quickly enough. But if you've got an array of different subject matter already on your bookshelf, dive in. The right amount of arachnid. The right amount of arachnids, yes, exactly. The trouble is that it's an old book and in Swedish. Oh, do you speak Swedish? Is it similar to Norwegian? I'm just showing my ignorance there. So, yes. What is the story so far? So the whole story, very brief recap for those that have missed parts 1 to 5. Where were you? And you're watching this back on catch up or on repeat or highlight, whatever they call it. We are a guard. We have been a guard of the City Watch, of the Citadel. We opened up, the whole book opens up where you've been imprisoned for a crime you've not committed. You protest your innocence, but you can't quite remember what the hell's going on. You manage to break out the jail with a bit of help from another guard who says, yeah, you're innocent. I don't know why they've locked you up. It turns out there is an evil queen that wants to dominate the world, and she is using, we've discovered, the power of sleep. So it's almost like she's getting people to be all sleepy and they're like zombies, and then they can carry out her bidding. It's like some sort of disease as well, as far as I can remember. But we've been on a big adventure. We've got a little cute sort of little creature with us, a little familiar. I've forgotten her name actually. Is it Meg? Something like that. Can't remember. And yeah, so we've discovered all of this, and now we're back in the Citadel, and we are trying to reach the Queen to stop her, basically. We're pretty much near the end. Drinking nothing presently, just munching on a plate of caramel. You naughty man. Piece of caramel in the dark to get the sugar rush for the final sprint to victory. That sounds nice. Cheeky caramel in the dark. Grocklesnook looks like he's about to jump me. He does, doesn't he? He's very eager. It's very good. Maybe he just wants me to get on with it. Get on with it. Should we get on with it? Let's get on with it. Okay, so I'm not sure how much more we've got of this book left. If we finish this book, then we can sort of discuss which book that we'd like to do next. And just maybe have a little bit of a ramble, a bit of a talk. I think I've solved the thing already. Oh, have you, Martha? Well done. Well, let's find out. Don't write anything yet, because we'll find out. Okay. Except it's not a room. Oh no, don't Grocklesnook. My caramel. Yoda. Mate. Except it's not a room. It's a path. You lie on the cold flagstones and hear the birds in the trees. Getting to your feet, You see Scaramore. Oh yeah, that's it. We were transported, weren't we? We were in this sort of weird dream-like state. And we're on a path now. Okay, you lie in cold flagstones. And suddenly you're gripped by an urge to run. To catch a train or an airship and never look back. But, whichever way you turn, the path leads to an old hall. You realise you don't have a choice. Instinctively, you reach for Meg. It was Meg, I remember correctly. And realise she's not there. What? No wonder everything went Eldritch Dreamscape. It did. You're on your own. Oh no, Meg. Slowly, you walk up to the doors and knock. There's no reply. You push hard, and they creak open. The corridor is dark and empty, and your footsteps ring loud as you approach the great hall. But as you draw near, you hear the sound of a great wind, the splintering of wood, and something beneath that. Oh, I think we know what this is. A wild, hollow groan. You pause for a moment with your hands on the door, and then you push. The wind and the noise force the breath from your lungs, and in front of you is a great swirling void. You have to grab hold of the handle to stop yourself from being sucked in. Seagrave. You hear a voice, small and clear, somehow cutting through the storm. Let's go. It's the only way. Or let go. Let go. You look down and cry out. There in the heart of the void is a fiend, like one of the creatures you've seen in the mirror, but stripped of all its disguises. And falling into its throat is the Watcher. She reaches up towards you and calls. It's Eldritch, Seagrave, but this is our chance. Grasp my hands and to save us both. Turn the page. Here we go then. So have a look at this picture. Martha may have already figured it out. Turn the page, and if you work out how to leap down to the Watcher, a pair of 2-digit numbers will be revealed. Add them up and turn to that entry. If you can't work it out, turn here instead. Okay, so... Okay, look. So that is the... Oh, okay. Right, so that's us. Is that us? No, that'll be us, because in these books you don't ever see the person, because it's meant to be you playing it. So that's us, and that must be the Watcher. So have a look. So there's 2 digits if you know how to get there. Is this another one where it's sort of squint your eyes and you kind of see numbers? What has Martha put then? Does that make sense to how you think you figured it out? Look at the books and the candles. Okay, look at the books. Oh, what, up the top here? Up here? Okay, so if everybody looks there, do you think it's 3 because of the candles, and 2, sorry, because of the holder, and 2, so that would be 5. Do you think it's that? Mm-mm. 53. Okay, so you're going, but it says to add it up though. It's 5. It's 5 o'clock. Oh, I see. So you've got. You're right. So there's a clock there. So that's 5, and then the candles. 53. Okay, let me read the. It says let go. Okay. Turn the page, work out how to leap down to the Watcher. A pair of 2-digit. Oh no, a pair of 2 digits. So that's like 11 and 22. So it's a pair of 2 digits. I just wanted to go over that. Will be revealed. But it says how to get down. So you follow it down that way then. Okay, 12 and 5 on the clock. Well, the 5 isn't 2 digits. Well, let me look at 53 then. Jam thinks it's 53. It's not 53. It's not 53. Oh, I'm a bit tired. Let's have a look. How do you get down? But that implies that that's us. So how do you get down? So you would... Is that the Watcher? But that must be the Watcher. No, that maybe is us. Ooh. Where's Jonathan when you need him? I've suddenly gone really drowsy. Maybe it's the Mad Queen. Try 99 or 68. I looked at the ribbons that look like those numbers. Yeah, I was going to wonder what the ribbons are about, because it's like find your path down. So 99 or 66. Oh, right there, 66. Yeah, 99 or 66. But it says then add the 2 other numbers, so it's 2 sets of 2 digits. So that'll be one set of one digit. So that'll be one set of 2 digits. Then there's another set. So yeah, so if you were to follow that, it doesn't really make sense. Well, let's try 99. Oh, yes, it does. Okay. Wait, from our perspective, that clock says 10:30. Oh, okay. Yes, it does. So 40. So 2 sets of 2 digits. So let's see 40 then. Let's go with 40. It's not quite. Yeah, it's not 40. It's not 40. Or do you mean that the 2 numbers are 99 and 40? So if it was 99 and 40, that would be 139. Let's try that. Okay, so it's not that. If it was 66 and 40, it'll be 106. Do forgive me for yawning. It's very rude, very rude. 106. Oh, okay. 213. Okay, so that is not quite right either. However, you're saying it's 10:30 from that point of view. It depends which way it is. So, so 10 and 30. which would be 40. Oh, I see. Martha, that's where you got 40 from. Sorry. Yeah. Let me double check that, but I don't think it is. Yeah, no, it's not 40. But I like your ribbon idea with the 9 and the 9, or the 6 and the 6. I guess if we're looking at it that way, it'd be a 6-6. What about the big eyes? Is that an 8? Really can't work this out. Anyone else? Anyone else got any ideas? We're losing viewers. We're losing viewers. How would you go down? If you do want to join in, then you do need to go to Edra Tales Facebook group and click on the media. Although I might have to let you in, because I think I have to approve you. I can't remember. And then click on this picture, this very scary picture. Yeah, this is tricky because the eyes look like an 8, but then 8 isn't a 2-digit number, is it? Is there anybody still left watching? There are 8 planks. Oh, and I don't know how well. Oh, okay. Right. Turn the page. If you can work out how to leap down to the watcher, a pair of 2-digit numbers will be revealed. Yeah, the splintering of the wood and something beneath. A wild, hollow groan. You pause a moment with your hands on the door, then you push. The wind from the noise forces breath from your lungs, and in the front of you is a great swirling void. You have to grab onto the handle. But she's saying, the watcher's saying, let go, it's the only way. So there's 8 planks. Yeah, so it could be 8 and 8. So is it 66 and 88, or 88 and 40? Could be that. So what's 88 and 40? That would be 108. That would be 108. On the second look from the point of view, turning the pick upside down, it's 8 o'clock. Oh, okay. So 8. Okay, well, we've already got 88. So what did I say? 109. If you add 88 and 40, is 109. Okay, it's not 109. So is it 8 and 8 the time? But it's meant to lead us to the person. But maybe that is us. Maybe that's us. But it's a bit weird that they would draw us in the book. Normally, that you don't get shown because it's the reader, and we all change, don't we? So, how do we get down? It says, turn the page. If you work out how to leap down to the watcher, a pair of 2-digit numbers will be revealed. Add them and turn to that entry. Adding 8 into it. Oh, it's 128. Oh, I've miscalculated. I've miscalculated. Thank you, Lee Rin. No, it's not 128 though. Damn. we are trying to solve a puzzle here. It says, we're assuming that that's us, and it says, if you can work out, follow how to get to this guy here, the Watcher, and there'll be numbers there. So maybe it's 99 and 88. Maybe it's 99 and 88, because there's 99. Although it's kind of... Oh no, there is a 9 this way around. So 99 and 88 is 187. Okay, so we could try that. 187. Come on, Jonathan, where are you? 187. Oh no, we've already been there. That was actually, yeah, 187. That was the organ. That's where we went through the portal. It definitely looks like an 8, doesn't it? What's the mouth then? Is that a big 0, do you reckon? Maybe it's 80. Maybe it's 80. So maybe it's 99 plus 80. How fitting the Sky music is for this mind-bending as a Daedric Prince's mad tea party. I know, it's very chilled, isn't it? So 80 plus 99 or 90 is 179. 179. Here we go. Come on, this is the one. 179. No, it's not that. It's not that. No, it's not that. Well, the planks would lead you to them, wouldn't it? And there's no other numbers in the ribbons. There's no other numbers in the ribbons. Oh yeah, let's hold it that way. Can anybody see any other numbers? So if it was that, it would be 20 past 1. 25 past 1. So 1:25. Oh, okay. Maybe that's 125. So maybe it's 99 plus 125, which is 224. It's not that one. Maybe it's 80 plus 125, which would be 205. Is that right? 80 plus 125 is 205, yeah. It's not that one. There is another illustration on the opposite page we need to shine a light through. Oh, like 2 sessions ago, we're leaping through the page after all. Okay. Do you reckon they would do that trick twice, though? I'm not sure they would do that trick twice. Can you see that? No. It's not light enough. But I like your thinking, though, Lirin. I like your thinking. I can't remember how they did that last time. You just held it up like that. No. You just held it up and it seemed to... Well, what's that way? You're trying to get from there to there. is that... Okay, is that a 10? Is that a 10? There's a 1 there. And that's a 0. And then you follow the nose. And then it's 8. And 1, 2, 8. So 10 plus 1, 2, 5 would be 1, 3, 5. This is difficult. It is difficult. This is why we need Jonathan. If you have just joined us, it's not normally like this. Would I say 1, 3, 5? It's not 1, 3, 5. My next guess is 75. I'll take anything. I'll take anything now. I guess ultimately you can just go through every number in the book, can't you? 75. No, it's not 75. It's not 75. Let's just read this again then. Unless we've got it the wrong way round. But it's a bit unusual that that would be us. And we're dropping that way. Let's have a look. It's not a room, it's a path. You lie on the cold flagstones and hear the birds in the trees. Getting to your feet, you see Scaramore. And suddenly you grip an urge to run, to catch a train or an airship and never look back. But whichever way you turn, the path leads to an old hall, and you realise you don't have a choice. Instinctively, you reach for Meg and realise she's not there. You're on your own. Slowly, you walk up the doors and knock. There's no reply. You push hard and they creak open. The corridor is dark and empty, and the footsteps ring loud as you approach a great hall. But as you draw near, you hear the sound of great wind and splintering of wood, and beneath that, and something beneath that, a wild, hollow groan. You pause for a moment with your hands on the door, then you push. The wind and the noise force the breath from your lungs. In front of you is a great swirling void. You have to grab hold of a handle so it feels being sucked in. Then there's the voice saying, "Let go." You look down and cry out. There in the heart of the void is a fiend, or a friend? No, a fiend. Like one of the creatures, yeah. And falling into its throat is the Watcher. Yeah, okay, she reaches out, calls out, but this is grasp my hands to save us both. Yeah, so that is definitely the Watcher. It's definitely the Watcher. On that, we can't see the face of we'll describe a male guard, a former sergeant. Yeah. Tricky. Yes, that is us. That is us. They wouldn't show our face because it's meant to be the reader. It's meant to be you and me. So we are falling down there. So there is a sort of cheat. It says if you can't work out how to reach the Watcher, turn to 218. If you work out how to leap down to the Watcher, a pair of 2-digit numbers will be revealed. Oh, her hands are 5 each, aren't they? That's 10. Yeah, grab her hands. You've just written the same thing, Lee Rin. I can see an H. Oh no, do that. Yeah. don't do that yet. Oh, okay. 5 fingers on each hand. It's 55. Yes, and fingers are also known as digits. You will see a pair of 2-digit numbers. Do you think that's it? Do you think that's it? Because they're a pair of 2-digit numbers. I think it might be it. Let's have a look. No, it's not 55. Okay, but I think the hands are something. The hands 5 and 5 make 10, which is a 2-digit number. So 10 might be something to do with it. And would it be 66 or 99? So if it's 66, then it's going to be 75. But I think somebody else said 75 and it wasn't 75. Yeah, Jam, I think 55 times 2, the same for our hands. Oh, okay, yeah, that could work. If it's 99, then that'll be 109. Did we already do 109? I feel like we've already done 109. Yeah, okay, we've already done that. So Martha's put 110 because of her theory of 55 times 2. Could be. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's not 110. It is not 110. Oh. Well, 10... Well, maybe it's 88 plus 10, which will be 99. No, not 99. 89. That's why maths is so hard. Yeah. It's also to do with the fact that we're trying to work out, see if we can see the pictures. It's not, what did I say? 88 plus 10. Or 80 plus 10. Oh, I'm tired. Okay, it's neither one of those. This is why I did not even do maths in year 12. Oh, didn't you? Yeah, maths in A level. Thank you for joining us. We are stuck on a puzzle. Just to let you know, we're stuck on a puzzle. That is us. We are to find two 2-digit numbers and then add them together to make the total for the entry that we need to get to next. The problem is we can't find the 2-digit numbers. 45 times 2. Yes, 98. Thank you. I'm very tired. So let's look at 98. I'm pretty sure I looked at 99. But obviously that's 99, not 98. It's not 98. So 90. Let's have a look at 90. It's not 90. It's not 90. Ah, where's Jonathan? Come on, Jonathan. So we're meant to follow the path from here to her hands, and there should be numbers. So we think there's a number here, 99. We think there's an 8. And do we have to look at it this way? And there's a book there and planks. For goodness sake, you are making me yawn again. I know, yawning is contagious, isn't it? We see 4 fingers on each hand. And all 5s on watchers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So for our own hands, so it's 44 plus 55. Maybe it's 44 because you've got 4, 4, 5, 5. So that makes 99, doesn't it? But 99 didn't work. Yawn. Should we give in? Should we give in? Because we can turn to 218 if we can't get the number. But remember, there is the clock. There's the clock as well. There's the planks. Is that a 7? Oh, it's frustrating. No, never. I might have a little cheeky look to see what happens. I'm going to have a little cheeky look. Oh. Right. I've got... Do you know what? I know how to do this now. There's no way you'll be able to do it on really looking at it on a flat screen. I did think about this, but I thought, oh, they wouldn't do that because you wouldn't want to damage your book. The peaceful, soothing music motif of the city gates of the White One. Yeah, White Run once again. Yes, we're actually inside a tavern in Skyrim. So look, watch this. Watch this. It said fold the pages, and I was going to do this, but I didn't quite know how to do it, so that they both meet. This is one mega unfair insta-kill, one-hit boss fight. So can you see the ribbons? So I think it's back to front there. So it looks like it's 25 and 23. 25 and 23. Yeah. So we were close. We were very close. Yeah, 25 and 23. Which makes 48. 48. I'm kind of glad they gave us the answer, though. Yes, there you go. 48. Here we go, then. You steady yourself and leap. Pieces of the great hall spin past as the groan turns to a scream so loud that the vortex shimmers and breaks apart in your vision until only Eldritch and the Watcher remain, her hands outstretched. The moment before you touch, she smiles, and there is a flash. Add 1 ability point. 1 ability point. Here we go, then. 1 ability point. No, my fault, Ken made me yawn so much. We'd not get that. No, exactly, because you had to fold the page. But weirdly enough, I thought, oh, I'm going to fold the page. But I couldn't sort of... I was going to fold it sort of, you know, like that. Not necessarily together, like the 2 pages. So with Martha noticing a sort of 9 and a 9, or a 6 and a 6, me kind of thinking that that's what I should do, you know, let's say we did it. Yay, we did it! 389, we're on our way, we're on our way, yes, come on, here we go. Here we go. Oh, this is getting close. 389. When you open your eyes, everything's green and you're swooping through the air. The Watcher is back on her swing, the way you first saw her. And at the bottom of her are drops. Hang on. And at the bottom of her Hang on, what? The watcher is back on her swing, the way you first saw her. And at the bottom of her she drops you onto the soft grass. Sorry. On the bottom of her arc, she drops you onto the soft grass. You lie there panting as she swings above you, looking around the sun-dappled woodland. Finally, she comes to rest. You never know for sure, she says. That's what makes it scary. I thought you'd do it, of course, but I didn't know. You ask what she means. Find me in the dream space where we needed to break her spell. She sits down on the grass next to you. We haven't much time, so I'll be quick. Eldritch is weakened. In the moment you'll wake up, back on the stage. Use the mirror again. Use it to reflect the light of the dawn into her eyes. I think that's a big clue. Then the rest is up to you. She grips your hand. And I'm so sorry. And I'm sorry because after that you'll have a choice. You look down and see that her hand is changing. No, it's changing. The shadows are stilled. The birdsong stops. And when you look up, it's like seeing a painting. My time is done now. I go on to whatever awaits. And when I'm ready, after all these years. She climbs back onto her swing. Rise and shine, Seagrave, she whispers. Ooh, turn to 238. Okay, we have an ability point to add, haven't we? Eats onion rings. Sun is almost rising here. Lovely. Might as well have an early breakfast of adrenaline boost. Hot curry noodle. Sounds great. I had noodles tonight as well. It was absolutely delicious. What do you think we should have an ability point for? Because it looks like we're going to get into a bit of a battle with the Queen. So, 6 sense, athleticism and endurance. We've all got 6. Skill, we've got 7. Which one would you like to add to? Vote now. Which one would you like to add to? While I finish my tea. Martha's also eating noodles. What the heck? Yeah, well, there's exactly. Noodles are great. Okay, but yes, athleticism probably is a good call. We do need to use the mirror. Remember, use the mirror, shine it in our eyes. So I guess if we do need to be dodging things, athleticism will be good. We have to get out of the executioner's bonds after all. Yes, exactly. Okay, so let's go for athleticism then. We've got 7 athleticism, 7 skill, 6 sixth sense, and 6 endurance. Let's go. Is this the big boss showdown then? Is this what we have been waiting for all these past weeks? Here we go. You wake up as the first rays of light catch the windows of the tower above. The crowd is shouting and pointing. The block next to you... Oh yeah, I forgot. We're actually under the block, aren't we? The block next to you. Yeah, I was thinking execution response. I was thinking, yeah, I think that makes sense. But it does. The block next to you is empty. The watcher has gone. Eldritch raises her hands, her face a mask of fury. Just like Skyrim again. Yeah, absolutely. It's a trick, she cries. There's the real traitor. She sweeps her umbrella down and the executioner moves across. You try to get up but find your wrists are tied to a ring at the base of the block. Squinting desperately into the sunlight, you follow the eyes of the crowd as the axe rises behind you. And that's when you find something stir. Something inside your coat. It's Meg. Yes, she's back. With a fierce chirp, she reaches for the mirror lying forgotten on the stage and holds it up, shielding your eyes, reflecting the sunlight into Eldritch instead. For a moment, the mayor of Meyerwick stands unmoved. Then her head tips back and you hear the same inhuman scream. You grit your teeth, and when you look up, she's gone. In her place stands the creature, taller than any man, and her umbrella has changed too, replaced by a staff with a glowing tip. Yeah, good girl, Meg. Meg is amazing. The crowd shrinks back at this as she points it to Meg. A bolt of lightning flashes across the stage, and you cry out as Meg sinks to the floor with a soft whine. No! Then, as if from a great distance, you hear Blake's voice piercing the silence. Now is the time. The crowd breaks apart, and there are guards. Oh, that Blake's for us. Sorry, I'll do that again. Now is the time. The crowd breaks apart, and there are guards turning on the men in the top hats. The spell is broken, and the creatures stand revealed. Blake scrambles onto the stage and cuts your bonds. Together, the two of you turn to face Eldris. So it says, if you have the whistle. Do we have a whistle? We haven't got a whistle. We haven't got a whistle. We've got a safecracker, smoke bomb, mini cross, night saber, fortune teller's cards, looking glass, calling card. We've got Meg, the companion, but we do not have. You forgot to write it down. Oh, do we? Do we? Are you just cheating? Are you cheating? Blake is a good man. Meg is our gizmo from the Gremlins. Yeah, saving us in the time. Have we got a whistle? Did I forget to write it down? All right, I'm going to believe you. I'm going to believe you. Right, we have a whistle then. What the hell? Why not? Or have we got a kazoo? Maybe it was a kazoo that we picked up. Right. Yes, you did. And I would never cheat. That ruins the game. Yes, I know. I'm only teasing. It looks like a lot of you remember that we got a whistle. So, yeah, there you go. Blake blows his whistle, trying to rally more guards to the stage. And you remember the whistle in your coat pocket. You put it in your lips. The note is strange, almost like a living thing. And the gold rune on its side starts to glow. You hear something, faint at first, but getting louder, stronger, a voice within. Ah, there you are, at last. You almost drop the whistle to the floor. You think it's talking to you, but Eldridge draws back, as if stung. You hear her voice inside your head. I thought you'd have rotted away in prison by now, Hezrach. The whistle pulses between your fingers as a laugh turns into a wail. Soon, but your old mentor couldn't go without leaving you a parting gift. And suddenly, the whistle starts to vibrate so fast that you drop it to the floor. I thought we'd already dropped it to the floor. Let's have a look. You almost dropped the whistle. There we go. It glows white hot, and a sound emerges that goes beyond human hearing. Eldridge's staff explodes in her hands, and with a soft sigh, the whistle turns to dust. Eldridge is still for a moment. Then she rears up to her full height and turns towards you. Here we go then. We are getting so close. So close to defeating her. We've destroyed, or the whistle has destroyed the staff. Eldritch flexes her long saber claws. She must be twice the height of you or Blake, but at least there are two of you. So here we go then. Oh, this is interesting. It says, add your skill, athleticism, and endurance levels. If your total is 18 or higher, turn to a certain entry. If it's lower, turn to a different one. Let's get her, yes. So, 7 and 7 is 14, plus 6 is 20. Yes. Have it at you. Rhymes with a witch. Oh, I see. Good way of getting around the sensor there. Yes, it is over 18. That is very good news. I sense the end is so close. We are very close to victory. Right, here we go. You nod towards Blake and he nods back. The two of you have the skill and experience to know what to do. You spread out and advance, your heart thumping hard in your chest. If Eldridge does a staff, no she doesn't. Whenever you roll a double, you're hit by a lightning bolt. Ooh! And you mustered up 1 life point regardless of whether you win or lose that round. Okay, we're into combat. We are into combat. Here we go. There's no other regulations with that, no other rules. So, she does 2 points of damage if we lose a round. Glitch. Yeah. Please roll good this time. I know, Martha, I know. I will do my best. There's 5 rounds. We've got 5 rounds to defeat her. She has 3 life force points. Or life points. So, the question is, what do you want to do? If you vote 7 or higher with 2 dice, then we're going to damage her once if we win. If we, well, yeah, if you get 7, if we go for 7, we're going to damage her 1 point. If we go for 9 plus, then we damage her 3 points. So 1 9 plus will kill her instantly. We have 5 rounds. Remember that? We are on, we're on 12 life points. Martha wants to go 9. She's feeling confident. So does Jam. Start with a 9. So all three. Right. I'm going to pick this one because it had a 6 displayed to begin with. Oh, do I have to pick 2? Yes, I have to do 2 dice. Right, I've just picked another one at random. Here we go then. Let's get a 12. If we get a 12, then it's all good. Here we go then. Let's get a 12. Let's get a 12. Okay. She does 2 points damage. We're on 10. We've got 4 rounds to get 3 points. What would you like to do? Martha's going strong again. 9. Thanks for your confidence, Jam. Leaps into the air, blade aloft. I shall smite thee. It's all very good, but do you want a 9 or a 7? Jam's going for a 7. Martha wants a 9. It is tied. I feel like I've got a bit of a cold coming on. Got a bit of a blocked nose. Lyrian's going 9. He's that confident. Here we go then. We need a 9 with 2 dice. The most common roll is 7. Apparently the average roll is 7 with 2 dice. So here we go. Let's get a 12. Here we go. That's gotta hurt. Okay, I'm going to pick 2 other dice. We can't lose Blake or Meg. She's hurt already. I'm picking 2 other die. Okay, what would you like then? We've got 3 rounds with 3 points. We could go for 7. Who was right? It was me, wasn't it? What again? I told you to roll high. I know. I'm doing my best, guys. I'm doing my best. Here we go. Let's go. Come on, we can do it. Let's get a 7. We can get a 7. Jam, don't rub it in. Here we go. Come on, we're all in this together. Here we go. This is it. This is the one. Okay. We have 2 rounds, so we have to go 9. Yeah, that is true. We do have 2 coins left, I guess. Do we? Didn't we lose one of those? We've lost one of those. Surely we've only got 2. Surely we've only got 2. Or did we survive? No, I'm sure we... Didn't we use one? I'm sure we died once. Below 7. We need to get a 9. We need to get a 9. We need to get a 9. This is it. Yeah, we've got 2 coins left, so that's fine. This is the one. We're going to get 12. Don't you worry. Ye of little faith. Here we go. This is the one. Okay. Okay, this is it. It's all come down to this. Okay, here's the vote. Here's the vote. Should I pick the last 2? Change the dice. Should we use these talisman dice or should we use these fighting fantasy dice? Fighting fantasy, yeah, dice. What do you want to use? What do you want to use? Groxnut, can you... yeah, thanks, Jam. Yeah, it'll do a better job. Martha wants the fighting fantasy dice. Okay. Yeah, leave her in as well. Right, here we go then. Where's the 6s? The 6s are the fighting fantasy. Okay. Come on. Come on, we can do it. We need a 9 or above. Come on, we can do it. This is the one. Okay. So we've still... Right, let's do that again. Hurrah! So we're back up to 12. Let's keep going with the fighting fantasy. Let's give the Lovecraftian Birch a literal split personality. Okay, Martha wants a 9. So we're back up to this. We're starting again. It's 5 rounds. She's got 3. We just need a 9 or above then. Here we go. 9 or above. Fighting fantasy dice. Come on. Let's get a 9. Let's get a 9. What the monkeys? What the monkeys is going on? Okay, vote again. Do you want Lamo? This is getting a little bit embarrassing. But you have forgotten though that there was at least a really rich purple vein of at least 3 weeks where I was just rolling beautifully and getting all the hits. So come on, might be good to roll them flat. Well, I don't know though, because all right, shall I roll them into the... Okay, I'll roll them into the Mythical Creatures top deck then. Here we go then. Come on. By the power of Mythical Creatures. This reminds me of Mike Tyson Punch-Out boss fight from the old Nintendo days. Okay, here we go. This is a 9. We've done it! We've done it! Oh, I see, now it's we did it. Yeah? When it was low numbers, it was me. When we do it, it's we, not me. We did it! We did it! Hurrah! 11. We have split her in twain indeed. The Mythical Creatures deck did it. Right, here we go. Well done, everybody. Okay. Okay. 185. This could be it. This could be it. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Your breath comes in ragged gasps. You feel your strength failing. Seagrave, Blake shouts. Why are you rolling such rubbish dice? Stay with me. His hair is matted with sweat and blood. His uniform is torn to shreds, yet somehow he's still standing. For a brief moment your eyes meet, and too late you realise his plan. With a great roar he launches himself at Eldridge, meeting her claws with his chest. He's lifted bodily into the air, and in a brief moment her side is undefended. You step in and run your sabre deep to the hilt. This time there is no scream, but she did get hit as a little. Yes, exactly. You stumble back, and a strange feeling washes over you. A kind of awakening, a clearing of the mists. Your sabre clatters to the stage, and suddenly you realise there's nothing left to scream. Eldridge is gone. Down below, the guards are rubbing their eyes and blinking in the fresh dawn light. The men in top hats have gone too, and you hear a familiar voice inside your head. Eldridge, weak and far away. They won't remember a thing, you know. You saved them all, and they've already forgotten. Her laughter fades. Until next time, Seagrave. You hear a soft sigh by your feet. Blake lies on the stage, 2 holes in his chest where the claws had been. You kneel down and cradle his head in your arms. We did it, Seagrave, he murmurs. We did it. Ken did it with his dice rolls. A look of confusion clouds his face. We did what? As his eyes close, you lean close. We saved them. Just remember that. You're not sure how long you kneel there with your head bowed, but slowly you feel something soft and wet nuzzle your hand. It takes a moment to realise. It's Meg! Her fur a little singed, but the same old glint in her eyes. You cry out with relief and go to stroke her, but she gives you a sharp nip, then taps the mirror with her hooked tail. You're right, Meg, you say. We'd better get that back to Scaramore. There's more to come. Okay, so looks like Blake survived, though. Not sure. Certainly Meg did, which is always good. So we're going back to Scaramore. We lost Blake. I'm actually crying. Oh no! Did he farewell Blake? Oh, is that how you're interpreting it? I guess yeah. Yeah. Maybe you're right. No. That's a shame. He did sacrifice his life for a good cause. The gates are open, and Arkwright, the butler, is there to greet you by the door. Meg leaps onto his shoulders, and in her excitement, she knocks his spectacles askew. I see you've left your manners on your adventure, he says sternly. But she jumps down and scampers inside the house. His eyes glisten, and he can't quite hide a smile. She knows there's a treat waiting for her in the kitchen, he says, smoothing down his grey hair. Welcome back to Scaramore. He holds open the door and leads you through the great hall, where a table is laid. You see a letter beside your plate. From the 27th Watcher, he says. She asked it to be kept for this moment. He turns to go. Arkwright, you say. What about the sleepwalkers? Will they get better? He meets your eye with a hint of a smile. I'd say nothing a good night's sleep can't fix, Seagrave. As he goes out to see to your meal, you pick up the letter. Seagrave, I'm so glad you're reading this. It seems only yesterday that it was me sitting here, reading a letter from the 26th Watcher. I remember how tired I was, how awfully tired. I wonder if he felt the same when he was reading his letter from the 25th. Did he want nothing more than to curl up on the rug by the fire and sleep? Because yours was not a new fight, you know. It is the oldest fight there is. Eldritch will be back. Not next year, maybe not for 100 years, but she will be back. And when she returns, you will be. Will you be there to meet her? Will you be the 28th? That is the choice you must make. When we met in the dream space, you received a gift of remembrance. Yes, we're going to become the 28th Watcher. I think, Martha, you might be right. When we met in the dreamscape, you received the gift of remembrance. It is a dubious gift, but one easily returned. If you walk away, your memories of Eldritch and her creatures will fade like everyone else's. And if you stay, well, your picture will go up on the wall. You could be there a long time, but time is a funny thing here on the other side. So, that is all. I do not need to tell you of the consequences of walking away. You have seen the early stages of it, but you are young, I understand. I chose someone older, but fate intervened. Enjoy your meal, Seagrave, and take your time. You've earned it. Mary Finch, the 27th. What about Blake? Did he survive or not? I know, it's a little bit unclear. Putting down the letter, you realise that Arkwright has laid out the food. It smells good, and as you eat, you stare at the portraits above. Meg comes in and sits on the arm of your chair. She smells of marmalade. It wouldn't be so hard, Meg, if you could come with me. You hear someone clear his throat behind you. And if she could come with you, would you stay here with us, here at Scaramore? You turn around. Arkwright looks at you calmly, but in his hands he's twisting a napkin. You realise what he's offering, even though he would miss Meg very much. Oh, you have a decision, possibly the final decision of the evening, of the whole quest, the whole adventure. So, what would you like to do? Would you like to stay and become the 28th Watcher, waiting and watching for signs of Eldritch to return? And then you can be the defender. Or do you want to say, no, I'm off to leave. I want to forget about all of this. I've got my life to lead. And just walk away. What do you want to do? If you'd like to stay, type stay. If you'd like to leave, type leave. What a tough decision. We will have Meg, though, I think. Yeah, stay. We need to keep them safe. Yes, very wise. Martha, very wise. Is there anyone else voting? What would you like to do? Jam also would like to stay like Shakespeare's sister. Stay. But we also need Blake. I know. Or maybe Blake will become the 29th Watcher. It depends. Depends on how quickly Eldritch returns. Okay, so we're going to stay. Okay. Let's find out what happens when we stay. You look down. A hero's path is a lonely one, yes. Very, very sage. You look down at Meg, and she climbs up onto your shoulder. Slowly you stand, and the butler nods. Very good. Please follow me. He lights a lamp and leads you down a long, twisting flight of stairs. The air gets very cold. The air gets colder the deeper you go, until finally you enter a small cave. Inside is a door made of burnished gold. Beyond is the other side, he whispers. It will shape itself to your wishes. The 27th chose a woodland. You may, of course, choose somewhere different. You turn to Meg. You always wanted to go on a voyage. just a small boat with a sail and the horizon beyond. She chatters excitedly and leaps from you to the butler, then back to you. He takes off his glasses and pretends to clean them, hiding a tear. Sounds like you're ready for another adventure, Seagrave. You turn to the door and you see your face reflected, calm and glowing. I think I am. And there is the picture of us, the little sailboat, and Meg for company. Oh, Martha, let Meg stay with the butler. I know. Oh, there we go. There we are. There we are. We did break the curse in the end. What did you think? What did you think? I thought it was very good. I thought it was very good. Another cracking adventure, layered with emotion. You know, there's lots of things to care about in the book. It's good combat going on, good creatures. And again, you know, the puzzles are a nice touch. You know, and everyone's sort of slightly different, which is good. Hence Seagrave. Yes, ending our days on an eternal ocean. I know, I wondered about that. Why Seagrave? Why Seagrave? But that's it, yeah. Well done all. Lovely job, lovely jubbly. See what happened if we walk away. Oh, okay. That's a good point. Should we see what happened? Okay. You selfish person. Why can you walk? How can you just walk out? No, 3 7. Right. Okay, interesting. Do you want me to read this out or not? No, I won't read it out. But basically, yeah, you're allowed to. You're allowed to go. They're quite happy. They say goodbye, and then your memory starts to fade, and then you're off on a slightly. There's still a bit more. Hang on. Oh, I see. And then I think you kind of join the circus or something. Yeah. But that's not the path you chose. Very melancholic, heartwarming yet bittersweet end. Yeah, exactly. Agreed, Lirin was a bit like taking Razak's sword to the Krull's skeleton from Krull's skeleton. It doesn't say anything about Blake. It doesn't say anything about Blake. No, I think I don't know. Maybe the author left that purposely vague, or maybe he thought it was pretty obvious one way or another. That maybe he thought, oh, it's obvious that he's dying because he's saying sort of goodbye. But you know, I like to think that actually he didn't die because it wasn't specifically said. So maybe if you want Blake to survive, that yeah, he did survive. He got, you know, a medic came along or a healer, and he managed to get healed. Blake joined Kill, in fact, he crossed over to the warrior's path. Hello, are we dead? Oh, Sally, hello. We've just finished the whole book. We didn't quite die, but we then became the next Watcher. We defeated Eldritch. However, now we just kind of delayed the inevitable because she's going to be coming back. You don't know when. Could be in 50 years' time, could be 200 years' time. But we're now, you know, that lady in the picture, in the painting, we're now one of those. We've crossed over to the other side. And we've created, we sailed off, we created an ocean, and because the other side can sort of shape around your wishes. She created a woodland. We created a nice little sailboat where we sail off with Meg. We took Meg as well. There you go. Look, I'll show you the picture. We took Meg, our little creature, and we sailed off into the distance. A little bit like Max from Where the Wild Things Are. Exactly. Well done, you guys. Yes, hopefully you had a lovely parents' evening as well. So there we are. There we are. I'm finding that normally 6 parts to a game book is kind of normal. So I had a feeling one way or another we would be finishing tonight. The Old Man from Hemingway's epic. Exactly. So, what would we like to do next? What one would we like to play next? Apparently Jam's latest game book is a little bit raunchy. Oh, I nearly tripped over that. Not necessarily raunchy, but it's a bit too adult apparently to do live stream. But if you would like to play that on your own, that is the next one from Jam. Yeah, it says an adult interactive game, so it's probably a bit too much for the live stream. Where have I put all my game books? Anyway, we don't have to decide now. There we go. Something less bittersweet, because that was genuinely sad, if still heartwarming victory. I know, but that's the power. I think I quite like those endings because you do feel it quite emotional. But I know what you mean. I do know what you mean, Lirin. Thanks for the plug. The Druids of Pneumonia. I can't pronounce that, Jam, sorry. The Druids of Nima would be okay, or Paranormal Hero. Yeah, we could do that. What I think I might do, oh yeah, Numa, that's it. I know I make a pig's ear of it, I'm sorry. Yes, I'm seriously crying over the loss of Blake. Oh, I didn't deserve to. I know, Martha, but he did sacrifice himself. He did sacrifice himself for the good of the nation, didn't he? For the good of the Citadel. He's a hero. Blake's a hero. So yeah, if we feel like he did die, then maybe, you know, we've the Citadel citizens, you know, do a statue of him. Maybe they have a national holiday each year in his honour. You know, Blake's Day. Make him a knight, Sir Blake. Maybe that could be happening in his honour. And those that fell are all those that actually fell in the battle against the Eldritch Queen. They will forget. Well, oh yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, we won't forget though, Martha. We won't forget. So there we are. Yes, so what I might do though is I might actually put it out to a poll again, just to see, you know, if there's anything else that other people want to play as well. Starboard to Valhalla, Meg. Yes, Starboard to Valhalla, Meg. We have a hero's toast to drink with Blake. Yeah. One of Ollie's books. Yeah, we could do another one of Ollie's books. Certainly, what I found with Ollie's books, though, is I'm not 100% sure if they're the right ones to be live streaming, because they're very short entries, and so I wasn't 100% sure if that works or not. But certainly, I can put another one of Ollie's into the mix as well. Here's live stream. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, do you remember we did Threat Town Law? Was it Threat Law Town? Threat Town Law? Can't remember what it's called now. Threat Law Town. So yeah, I mean, absolutely, we can put another one into the mix as well. Fantastic. Oh, let's just do a Druid Wisdom card then to finish up. I had meant to do this at the beginning. Let's see if it ties in with how our adventure came. Before falling asleep 6 hours ago, got an equally steampunk double of... Oh yeah, Bioshock. Nice. Bioshock. For the PS4 for 10 quid. You picking up the bargains. Definitely picking up the bargains. Let's just do a Druid card then. Here we go. Let's cut them into 3. Oh, I'm going to pick this one because we've had that one before. We have had that one before, but I'm going to pick this one. There we go. Look at that. Secret gnomes. Deep in the Welsh forests, gnomes peek out from the groves of their secret space. They cheer gleefully when you walk with determined, passionate pace. Well, we certainly needed to walk with determined, passionate pace to defeat the Eldritch Queen. The Eldritch, yeah. So there we go. Would a steampunk detective book be interesting to read? Oh, actually, talking of that, yeah, no, that would be. Jonathan Green, I'm pretty sure, has a Cthulhu investigative sort of mystery game book that's coming out. I don't know when it's out. It might already be out. Has anybody heard of that? I can't remember what it's called. But that could be a good one to do. I mean, the cover looks great, and I do like the Cthulhu mythology. So maybe we could do that one if anyone's up for that one. Cool. There we go. Kaleidoscope Frenzy is a private eye book. Okay, that sounds good. Kaleidoscope Frenzy. So maybe what I could do there, maybe I could do a poll, and we'll put a few up. I'll put a few up, but then if you want to add those ones, Jam, and people can add to it, I'll allow it so that people can add to the poll. It's got to be one that I can get hold of though, as well. So there we go. And hold off fairly quickly, because if we're going to do it next Wednesday, unless we do like a one-shot one while I'm waiting for the book to arrive. There we go. Fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching. It's always a pleasure. Never a chore, as they say. And one day maybe we'll be doing my game book. When I finally find it. I do want to kickstart it in October. So, maybe the following, if we get, I don't know when we get it printed, hopefully by the time Christmas rolls around, maybe we could do it next year. That'd be great. Can we play test it again? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Steampunk. Steampunk it is then, getting the Earl Grey ready for next midnight. Yeah, steampunk is a good one. But what I would do is, I'm still going to do a poll, so put whichever one up you would like, and then vote for that one if you want to vote for that one, and then we'll see. Love Wednesday Eves, thanks to Eldritch Tales. Oh, that's very kind of Jam. It's very kind of you. Yeah, this is what it's about. It's about sharing the joy, sharing the happiness, having fun, nothing heavy. Although that was quite a heavy ending, wasn't it? It was quite a sad ending, but do you know what I mean? It's a nice bit of fun with lovely people. Lovely people. Tea will keep the old brain awake, hopefully. And it's not fattening. It isn't. I don't think it's fattening anyway, because I drink a lot of tea. I hope it's not fattening. So thank you very much. It ain't heavy. He's my brother. And on that ding note, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it, you guys. Genuinely appreciate it. It's always a pleasure. I'll put a poll up and then you add to it. So I'll put it up in the Edra Tales Facebook group. Yeah, so thank you, Jam. Thank you, Lyrin. Thank you, Martha. Thank you, Sally, for popping in at the end. And thank you, thank you to anyone else that was watching but wasn't commenting. If you did want to comment, then you do need to follow the channel. And it also helps with the algorithms to, push out the videos out there, so that would be great if you could follow the channel. And also, if you do click, I think it's notify, something like that, then you should, it is a little bit glitchy, but you should get a little notification of when I've actually gone live. So I do try to stick to a schedule. We do try to do these game books every Wednesday at 6:30 UK time. Plus, I also do another live stream, which is a video game live stream. And currently we're playing Lost in Random, and that is every Fridays at 7 PM UK time. And also I do a third stream, which is Saturday mornings, 10 AM UK time. And that is Edra Scrolls, Ramblings of a Storyteller. And that's where we talk about creativity, fantasy, and also ramble on to any other topic sometimes. Good night, everyone. Grabs fishing pole for Meg. Oh, yeah, exactly. As today's competition sunrise over the Tannis waves. Thanks for everyone. Nightly and Martha. No. Brilliant. He isn't small. He's my history teacher. I couldn't agree with you more. Take care, everybody. And remember, magic be with you always.